everybody. It's Thursday night. Welcome
For the first
to
time.
Shatter Dungeons. This is definitely the first time I'm saying this evening. We are your regularly scheduled live play Shattered Dawn 2nd Edition podcast. Hope you enjoy the show. We're going to jump right in the interest of time. So tonight we have with us Jordan playing Fart.
I believe you mean Fernando Argyle Regalius III.
I believe
Fart
I
is
mean
what
what
the-
I mean.
That is what the other children called me, and it is quite childish, so.
We also have with us Lauren playing Sylvie.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sylvie, and don't worry, I'll never call you Fart. I'll always call you by your proper name, Fergie.
Aw, that's sweet.
Fergalicious.
And with us tonight is me, and I'll be playing Toddles. I don't know.
That had the energy of, and with us always is Garth.
Yeah,
And aw,
salt and pepper. They're here.
Push it.
and Peppa.
And also with us tonight is me playing Midnight. It's me, Midnight. And also with us is me playing Vexa. I'm
Can you
Vexa.
also be Dax?
And with
sound
us tonight
exactly
is
the
me
same.
playing Jax.
You know,
I don't know.
When you first started, I thought you were just going to be like, and with us always is the Lord Jesus.
The devil was working against us on that one because the internet went haywire for you as you said Jesus Christ, and it cut you out. Satan ain't gonna win today, no. Anywho, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show. Sylvie, dearest Sylvie, would you like to recap for us what happened last episode? For everyone
Good gravy.
watching, I started slurping before the cup even hit my mouth.
That's how thirsty he was.
Let's try to make that transition nice.
You should have given me a heads up. I actually have no. I was so high on pie. I don't remember what happened at all.
It's funny.
That's why I wanted to surprise you with this. How
That's
will
the
she
funny
roleplay
thing.
right now? Minutes and
As
I
soon
years.
have-
as soon as he said, Sylvie, tell us what happened, I'm like, Sylvie would probably be too high to remember.
Mm-hmm.
So bravo.
I am so sorry. I'll do better next time, but the pie was just really, really good that day, and I had a lot of it. But I do remember possibly something about murdering someone, or possibly accidentally finding the one guy's that we murdered girlfriend, and yeah, we're working for lots of people now.
I like how you said a lot of stuff, but none of it has to do with last episode. Welcome, Harley. It's great to see you in chat. Hope you're doing well. So,
Very high five.
yes. While we deal with Sylvie and how high she was, let's go over and figure out what Fernando was doing. Now, Fernando, last we left you, you were very ill. So ill.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yes. Yes. You had a sickness, and go ahead and describe what the last 48 hours has entailed for Fernando.
I was just going to assume that we're using chat, the code you use for your kid if you're hungover. You're like, Mommy's not feeling very good today. She's got a bit of a headache and a tummy ache, and let's turn all the lights off. But if I was actually sick, then Fernando is probably, probably blowing chunks out of both ends, would be my guess.
I like to think it's both.
I was in Texas, that's all I know.
It's a weird dream.
I drove 1,500 miles in 3 days.
Nice.
Well, I would walk 1,500 miles. No?
You know, we did
I
start to
respect
sing that at one point.
I tried.
Well, as Fernando is recovering from his sickness, he kind of
He's been without wine for 3 days. He's having withdrawals.
Yeah, he like haphazardly climbs up from the like the bunks into the main like living space, just like Gollum in the one in the Lord of the Rings.
He emerges.
Give us the wines, precious. And
Can't compete with that.
as you emerge from the darkness, you see that Midnight, Vexa, Sylvie, and
light.
Toddles are all kind of rehashing what has been going on. Toddles kind of recaps what the conversation has entailed.
I don't know, Vexa, how you were able to pull such a twist of words to land Cheethes in prison, but I will forever be in your debt, milady. Sylvie, make sure you bake her the finest pie as a token of my gratitude, ensuring Cheethes is forever locked away.
I mean, I already ate all the finest pie stuff, but maybe I
Make
could get
some more. I'll pay you from Fernando's secret stash.
Hold on. Did you just say you put Cheese in prison? What did Cheese do?
Don't move. He only sees motion.
Hello? I know I heard someone.
He can't
can
see
feel-
us.
I can feel your footsteps in my brain.
Oh, he's hung over a little bit. I suppose it's fine.
Toddles, is that you?
No!
Toddles, wine. A piece.
Uppies.
Sippies.
This is for your own good. I think you need a mild intervention. Here you go.
He hands you a chalice. It's water.
Don't mix uppers and downers.
You actually spit it out.
What kind of sorcery is this? Are you trying to poison me?
It's just wine before it's wined. It's like pre-wine.
It's grapeless wine.
Grapeless wine. Yeah.
You straight up spit onto your floor. It's all
Mostly
over
the chair.
place.
I got this chair very wet.
I'm gonna
What are
clean
you
that up
even
now.
drinking right now?
Water, thankfully.
Okay. Oh, that killed me. Oh,
Rule number
man.
1 is always commit to the bit.
Yeah.
As soon
Prop
as you said,
comedy is your forte.
as soon as you implied something was amiss with what I was drinking, I knew I was going for it.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, thank you.
Tuttle says, yes, grapeless wine. It's all the craze right now in the popular nobility circles of Deanira.
But I don't feel tingly in my tummy.
It actually makes you more aware of things. That's the effect it has on the mind.
Oh, it's psychedelic.
Yes.
Intriguing. We'll give this a... Oh, tastes awful.
I mean, technically, if you drink enough of it, it will
You
damage
can?
you. You can get water
PSA,
drunk.
kids, you can kill yourself by drinking too much water.
But
Why
it is
are
a
you telling
lot of water.
kids this?
Because they should know.
As Ray's personal, non-profit organization would say, don't drink water. It's poison.
Ray is very anti-water.
Yeah.
There's hydrogen in that stuff. That can kill you.
Would you let your children drink dihydrogen oxide? I sure wouldn't. Anywho, so
They use that for bombs.
So, Midnight and Vexa are kind of chatting amongst one another, and Toddles turns to Sylvie.
How long do you think he's going to stay in prison?
I mean, the king seemed pretty mad at him. And he was actually gonna go out and see his people.
You
Maybe the king will forget about him. Yeah.
How is he? Did he mention me?
Oh,
Yes, he says that he loves you and he
absolutely
sends hugs and kisses.
What?
Hugs and kisses?
Was he under some sort of Toddles? I think someone has mind controlled the king.
No, he was drinking the grapeless wine.
Yes, he had clarity beyond his years.
So he truly respects me.
Definitely
No.
not.
No respect, just hugs and kisses.
I don't understand.
I think he holds a level of affection for you, sir.
Like some sort of pet?
Or maybe a member of a healthy family?
What is that like?
I wouldn't know. I've been around yours for far too long.
Do you even have parents, Toddles?
Yes, they're still alive, actually. I visit them annually.
Oh god. Oh god, we need to make Crypt Keeper parents for friggin' Toddles.
You remember
Please bring them on.
the grandmother character in SpongeBob? It's them.
Fossilized.
Yep.
Well, Miss Sylvie, I don't know how I can repay you all for the service you've done, but I will do my best.
Sounds good to me.
At this moment, Guard Captain Rennick knocks on the door.
Friend.
Hi
Keep
there.
it down, there's people drinking grape in here.
I'm going to assume you said grapeless wine. Well, I come with, some news.
Is it good news or bad news?
News? It appears that King Argus Dolion has tasked you with the pursuit of those that would conspire against his authority, his kingship.
Was it actually him this time or somebody else? Because the last time he sent us a message, it wasn't really him, it was Cheethes
Correct.
or somebody else.
Since Cheethes has been thrown into the dungeon and tortured, I have been working directly with King Argus Dolion. I report to him now, not to Cheethes.
Wait, why are they torturing Cheethes?
Well, because he was trying to usurp the throne. Right,
Oh, is that
Vexa?
what-
That's right. Yep. That's what happened, yeah.
That is
You
what
have to hide from
happened.
the impression.
What?
You're like hiding from your own impression.
Well, she's like not next to everyone. She's like on the other side of the room.
So,
Hey, you know that's right.
oh.
Well,
She's gotten some.
as such, King Argus Dolion has tasked you with pursuing others that seek to conspire against him. And he believes that the best case scenario is to talk with Cheethes himself.
I don't think he'll talk to us, especially after you guys have been torturing him. That might not have been the best idea. You
How do you
know,
have the
golden rule and
intelligence
all that.
how do you have the intelligence to know someone's doing something but to not know who they are?
Huh?
What kind of spies are you using? Boffins?
Is that some kind of dog?
I actually don't know. I just hear they're very expendable.
No, well, Argus Dolion spoke with some of the suspects, let's call them, at the in Spellcaster's Cove. some of the ones that Vexa shared with us through the journal she found. And
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so these criminals get personal time with Grandpapa, but not as, well, I was going to say pride and joy, but
let's just say they got one experience with the king, and they won't be experiencing anything else after that.
like
They're
it
all
was so
dead?
good.
Most of them have been killed, yes.
Oh.
What about the guy's girlfriend?
Who?
The guy, he got really, really big, and then he got bigger, and then we accidentally murdered him. And it was his room that we found the journal in, and his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Magistrate Olsek's one of his
Yes.
confidants.
That was his
Was I-
girlfriend.
Was that while I was on sabbatical?
Yes.
It's an interesting phrase. Gosh, what is her name?
No, but you met her. You met her downstairs when we went up to go find him because she was downstairs.
And
you were acting
Master Chesmina?
Yes.
Oh,
Chesmila?
Chesmila, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. Really a shame she had to be put to
You
the
killed her
sword.
too? What?
I didn't know.
But she's nice.
But she was working with Magistrate Olsek to usurp power
Yeah,
from the king.
because they were making out.
All I know is that those
Making out
shards that
what?
you found seems to have put
Plans?
seemed to put Magistrate Olsek on this path towards domination of Deianira. He enlisted several people to try and find more, so I think talking with
More
Cheethes and
shards?
figuring out why Olsek was the target he wanted you to kill is important. It may lead you to some more suspects.
Wait, Cheethes wanted more shards or Olsek wanted more shards?
Based on the notes, Olsek wanted more shards.
So he was power
But
hungry.
didn't we agree the shards were bad? Like end of the world bad.
Absolutely.
So how
Any
could-
shard of anything, especially the Swiss shard.
Well, that can actually be quite delightful with a little raspberry vinaigrette.
And the rainbow shard? The rainbow shard is quite lovely. It's very nice in a salad.
Yeah, but I'm surprised someone would be that obsessed with finding something that would destroy them.
Okay, so we're supposed to go talk to Cheethes, even though he hates our guts right now. Do you have like a care package we can take him?
Do we have any more of this grapeless wine?
Yeah, it comes out of the
Plenty,
tap
sir.
now.
What? It's free?
Yes.
No, we pay. We had our taps changed while you were out, and we pay for it.
Oh, so it's a bespoke service. That is very good. Let me get some more. This bit's warmer when it comes straight out. I don't like that.
That's how they drink it in Europe, or in not Deianira.
Isn't it?
You
Over
could
in the
name
forest.
any of the places
Forest
from
of-
any of the other arcs, and you chose Europe.
Right.
Don't you have a book open in front of you? You could have typed
No,
in
it's like
countries
4
into the
windows
search
back.
bar.
Ironically, it's cold ear.
Dang it!
Reg froze too much water.
There you go.
And I said, you're not allowed to do it anymore.
Well, are you gonna go talk with Cheethes?
Yeah, do you have like a care package so we can take him or something? Because he is not gonna want to talk to us. We need
would
like
it be
a stuffy and pie and maybe some gummy bears and some of this bespoke grapeless wine, and maybe a nice monogrammed insulated cup that magically keeps it cold. We're gonna need things.
Two-part question, if I may.
Yeah.
How can you trust someone you can't trust to tell you that which you can trust?
Have you been drinking a lot of that grapeless wine, Fernando?
I'm on my second glass.
It seems transcendent. You are in an absolutely different frame of mind. It's like you're thinking 2 to 3 levels higher than you have ever thought in your whole existence, at least as far as I've known you.
He's a preschooler now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the follow-up question would be, if I wasn't there because I was ill with the rumblies, would perhaps I don't really like these things, but would I be the friendliest face? Would he might take Sylvie's presence to be unpleasant?
That is a good point.
I'm putting a very nice care package together for him.
Honestly, I think he,
Sylvie,
based on the debrief,
did you attack him with a pie?
Not that I remember.
To be fair, I think that the most intimidating figures he might find would be Midnight, Toddles, and Vexa.
I'm sorry. Did you just include Toddles in a list of intimidating persons?
Well, yes. Haven't they had a rivalry for many decades?
Oh, man. That's the one that fell off the building, right? On his own.
You can say it. We pushed him to his death.
But he didn't die?
No, he then pushed me to my death.
And you didn't die either?
No.
It's very good at falling off buildings.
What are they making old people out of these days?
Strength, steel, and elbow grease. Lots of it.
Okay,
I'm
so we
betting
need
it's
to
the
go.
insure.
I'll stay here with Vexa in Midnight. Sylvie, Fernando, why don't you go interrogate Cheethes?
Okay.
And we need to find out who's plotting against the king, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is suspected a number
Wrong
of
voice.
possible people? Like if you
Oh
only
no,
gives us one
that was
name.
both of them confirming. I just can't say it at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
Do we have an estimated number? If he just says one person, are we like good? Or is it like, we know you're holding out on us?
We
No,
just
he has
need
to give us names.
leads.
Anything.
Yes.
Leads are for closes.
If he gives you something that seems time sensitive, feel free to act upon it as quickly as you can.
That'll depend on how much of this grapeless water I can take with me.
All right.
Toddles.
Good luck. Bye.
My best
Rennick leaves.
friend.
He's holding up like a canteen at Toddles, just shaking it.
Yeah.
That's what Courtney does when she wants a refill and doesn't want to get up. She just shakes her cup at me.
Yeah.
I'll travel with you and just wait outside the dungeons.
Does that mean we can call you in to be bad cop if we need it?
I guess so, yes.
Oh wait, actually, if I helped push him off of a roof, he might not be happy to see me either.
To be fair, I pushed him off the roof.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if I bent down and helped.
You were probably tying a shoelace or something at the time.
Yes.
All right, so I'm packing up a little care package. It's got a mug that I've scratched his initials onto. for
Not
like
carved.
a monogram.
It's
Scratch.
a roulette.
Well, like,
There's two
you know.
good pies and one poison pie, and he has to just pick one at random.
and a pie. And what else did I say he needed? A stuffy, but I don't have a stuffy, so I'm gonna put Jax in there.
Now wait just a minute.
Is there anything else you put in there? You have Jax in there for whatever reason. Jax is fine with this.
I always have ye old backup plan, but
A soft blanket.
Good choice.
We're good. Blanky.
All right. You have a care package. You have Fernando, Jax, and Talos. You travel to the dungeons of Daenira. Going through your normal route to get there, nothing is quite amiss at all. Pretty normal in Daenira. As you arrive to the palace dungeons, where most of the most heinous criminals are kept, you travel downward with the help and assistance of some of the guards and the dungeon warden. As he opens the cell block, you travel in, and you go about halfway down. You know what Cheethes looks like. Go ahead and roll a general D100 for me.
you've forgotten what cheese looks like.
No, they beat him up.
What do you mean? I'm still on the normal page. If you're seeing something, I'm not.
No, we're not doing any maps.
We're doing great.
All right, 21 and 15. As you walk down, you see an elderly fellow who is beaten, battered, bruised. He seems to be like hunched over in the corner, breathing heavily. You suspect this to be Cheethes.
Good day, sir. It might not be from your perspective, but greetings, I guess.
It's you. Why are you here?
We brought you a care package.
He said that you'd bring something.
He?
Yes. Do not think I don't know why you're here.
Again, I've only been drinking this, brain tonic for so long. I'm getting caught up with things.
Oh,
He who what now?
wait, first you should eat this pie. It'll make you feel better. And I have a blankie and a monogram mug, and Jax is here to cuddle with you.
It's very nice, the blankie. Is this a monogrammed mug, you said?
Yes.
What's in it? Nothing. Of course. I'll eat the pie. Why did you bring me a fox? Is this
I
for
didn't
me
have
to
it
keep?
stuffy.
How am I supposed to keep a fox alive when I'm at the brink of death's door?
Stop it. Stop it. He's
You're
just here to visit.
getting a wee bit worked up.
He starts nibbling at the pie.
Scratch his ears. He'll purr for you.
After I'm done with the pie. This is delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm still just surprised everyone trusts you to cook.
Why are you
pie.
here? This is a fluffy fox, yes.
See? Isn't it nice?
So I was told that you got yourself into a bit of a kerfuffle.
That's a bold statement.
Sedition and such, I believe.
I did nothing wrong. I am here of my own volition.
You chose to be
Chose to
beaten
be
in
here?
prison? Hold on. Is it something sexual? I can understand.
This is
Maybe you
really
need
great
counseling.
pie. What? No. No, I'm here because I wanted to be here. Better than the alternative.
What was the alternative?
Death.
Oh, we didn't really think that through, did we? Yep. So you like living so much that... Well, that does raise a very interesting...
Oh, wait, who told you that we were coming to see you?
My employer.
Oh, wait, your employer's still alive?
Yeah.
Remind me who that was again. I'm sorry. The brain fog. You know how it is.
Oh, I'm not gonna reveal who I work for.
Why not?
Because I don't trust you. Why would I trust you?
We brought you a Healy pie and a purring fox and a soft blinky and a monogram mug.
As far as I'm aware.
Then yeah, I'm definitely gonna reveal everyone that I've ever worked for. Because
we
you
don't
all
need everyone that you've ever worked for.
I don't even know you. And you think that I'm just gonna tell you everything because you gave me some gifts?
I was just going to say, I believe I'm probably one of the few people in this facility that hasn't harmed you in any way. Oh dear God, what just happened?
There's a piece of it. It's like a piece of it, like a chunk of pie that didn't get cooked. That was weird.
Chew or something? What was that?
It was a leaf. There was like a whole leaf in your pie.
That's the healing herbs.
You're supposed to take the bay leaf out.
No, the healing herbs have to stay in.
No, but was it labeled bay?
Honestly, after I ate it, I felt way better.
See?
What do I know?
Okay, so your employer's still alive, and he told you. How's he communicating with you? Like carrier pigeon or dragons?
No, he talked with me just the other day. Literally,
so he comes
yesterday.
And visits you.
What?
He comes and visits you?
I mean, he said he wouldn't be back for quite some time, but I mean, he was in the cell with me until he left.
Like a prisoner?
As a roommate or just visiting?
Well, we kind of like switched spots.
You pulled a fast one.
No, it was actually quite slow.
No, but do you understand the...
So he was in prison here, and then you took his place.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice of you.
So Cheese is gone.
Yeah, I'm not Cheethes.
Yeah, I wondered where you picked up that accent.
Honestly, I don't pay attention enough to people to remember their voices from week to week.
You'll have to give the mug back because it has Cheethes initials on it.
Well, my initials are also C. It was,
R as in multiple.
I'm assuming you didn't know his last name.
The Cheethes. How about I put a little something into that cup for you that would make
like a lockpick?
I don't have one of those.
Then but I don't want anything you gotta put in the cup.
Fernando pulls out a vial.
Oh no.
Of potion.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
Let's just say this is a life-changing experience.
You should definitely drink that.
That smells very potent and tasty. Let's get a chat roll. Exclamation point D100.
Go chat.
We're gonna regenerate 10. We'll do this by 10s.
Literally just before we started.
Tofu, thank you so much.
I saw
because
that. I still had my vials.
this guy poofs into a giant bat. And just flies off, echolocation and all. Able to. Huh?
He's in a jail cell.
Yeah, he's a bat. He can fit through the jail cell. They're made for humans, not football-sized bats.
We need to go. We need to leave right now. Just walk away. We just walk away. Oh,
Yep.
actually, we should go out to the front entrance because that lasts like 30 seconds to a minute tops. He's going to be falling from a great height.
Let's follow him. Jax,
Just try and quickly make
Yes.
it to
can you pick up a scent?
the closest.
So you guys make a beeline following Jax as Jax leads you through all the different corridors and stairwells to get you out into one of the balcony rooms enough to see this large bat flying off. And as the potion runs out, the person in question falls 100 feet to their doom.
Okay, if anyone asks, we walked away for a break, and then this happened.
We might want to go investigate the body, sir.
Oh, yes.
We should definitely check his pockets.
Oh, how strange! Oh, the person we were interviewing. What does he got?
So you guys travel down. It takes a couple of minutes to get there, but after a while you arrive at the body. Searching through his pockets and his belongings, you find a fluffy blanket, a monogrammed mug, bits and pieces of a healing pie, a box that seems to have been fell upon and broken, shattered immediately, and a note.
Wait, was there anything inside the box or?
How
Just
did you make it?
splinters.
Oh,
I
well,
am shocked that the cup survived, honestly.
It landed in the sand. It's fine.
You're some mighty fine craftsman. You should consider pottery, really.
Sylvie, master of pots. Master of pot.
and,
You know,
Yeah.
you know, from a conceptual basis, forming a crust and forming, clay vases is very
not
similar.
that different.
And you bake both in the oven.
I believe the British called it a hand-raised pie. Something.
Yeah.
What does
you can
the
do
note
both,
say?
really.
Looking at the note, it's written in Athelian, and it simply says, "Thank you for your service. The master will be thankful. I will remove the shards from the vault and meet you in Clegg."
Oh, that's not good.
Shards plural?
You put them.
Wait, there are more than one shard.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were putting them in separate places for safety.
Oh,
This
they
implies
did.
that they're.
No. See, what happened is there was one in the vault, and then Sylvie decided to hide another one on the opposite wall in the same vault.
Yeah, but they don't know that, do they? So that means he knows this.
Who was with you when you did this?
Cheethes. And I hid it behind the tapestry.
So you hid something in front of the criminal mastermind.
No, he didn't see it. We totally, distracted him.
Did you? Was there
What we thought.
Was anyone else with you?
Yeah. You guys.
I'm pretty sure I was ill.
No, because that's when Toodles got pushed off the balcony. We were all there.
Oh.
And the king was staring off his balcony like all moody booty. So he wasn't actually there. Maybe the king's... That would be weird if you were conspiring against yourself, right?
Who would suspect such a thing? Because then you could do whatever you want without consequence.
Maybe it's still Cheethes.
I mean... We might need to ask the others how aware they were of your actions, as I was not.
Can we get back to the vault and pick the shard up?
You can go there, yeah.
Maybe we should get back up.
Like a dragon?
Do you have one?
No, I was
I'm
hoping you had
all the
one.
backup you need, sir and madam.
I'll back these up.
So you traveled you traveled to the vault, and knowing that only Cheethes and King Argus Dolion know how to get into the vault, you let him know.
What do you mean that they've taken the shards? Come, quickly, Fernando, Sylvie, we must go check.
Cheethes.
I didn't know if they'd taken them yet.
They pulled a prisoner switch and Cheethes is gone.
It doesn't matter. If they've taken those shards, then our world truly is in peril. Come.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure both were clear.
You travel up to the vault, and
Goodness
King
to
Argus
you.
Dolion waves his hand, performing the ritual. The vault opens up, revealing everything inside is gone.
Oh.
No.
Was that my
Can I-
inheritance?
Even behind the... Because remember, I hid the shard behind like a...
Go ahead and
something.
roll to check.
Investigate.
Investigate.
Let's
So
Just
King
keep
Argus
digging.
Dolion walks over to the chest that has the one shard, in it for certain. He opens it up. It's gone.
This shard.
I mean, these things did emit some sort of energy, right?
Well, yes, but again, I trusted Cheethes, and the fact that he took the only shard we have is problematic, to say the least.
Would sneak help that at
Yeah,
all?
is this can I do a potency check for it? Like for the other one?
Sneak
Just see if
or
I get a
potency
feeling.
check, whatever's
I'm a dump
stronger for you guys. All right, 170. You feel the shard behind
as
the
I-
tapestry.
I'm literally drinking. My mind is so clear.
So you're able to feel the presence of that shard. Sylvie, as soon as Fernando informs you that the shard is in the room, you're able to better pinpoint its location. And you grab it.
Oh yeah, forgot. I put it right here.
What? What do you mean? The shard was in here, from what I remember.
Yeah, that's what we told everybody.
You're telling me we had 2 shards?
Aren't you glad we didn't put it in the box?
Well, yes.
So say, thank you, Sylvie.
Thank you, Sylvie.
Thank you, Madam Sylvie.
You're welcome.
No, you don't need to flatter her that way.
Well, considering that she
Just not
saved us
getting
from
high ideals. You
considering
want to
her
vote?
considering her quick thinking prevented the Cheethes from getting both of the shards.
Wait, did her stoner paranoia actually pay off?
It did, yes.
That's amazing.
This is terrible.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean you're wrong.
I'm afraid I have, I must ask of you something that I honestly didn't think I would be asking of anybody.
No, I won't marry you.
What? Both of
You-
you? Just
We
completely
both
out
look
of
at each
the
other
blue.
like,
What is wrong with the both of you? No.
neglect, really.
Well, I think you need to find Cheethes. I think you need to retrieve the shard. If these fall into the wrong hands, I fear for our world.
Did Jax pick up a scent?
Jax is kind of like sniffing around right now, trying to pick it up.
Who's a good little fox thing?
We definitely think that Cheethes is the guy.
It would appear so.
Fernando leans in real close. I mean, maybe don't accuse him of doing it himself to his face.
Okay. Should I have him turn around first?
What are you gonna do with it now? Are we keeping it? What is I missed this step in the plan.
I have a scroll. One moment.
I have a cup.
Actually, just follow me.
And I have pie.
King Argus Dolion leads you into his private chamber. It's immaculate. It is basically the size of a large home. Single story. It's got a loft balcony in the middle of it. Clearly his bed is up there. It is the most ridiculously ornate place you have ever been in your entire existence.
I didn't know this room existed.
He walks over to what appears to be a bookcase of sorts and pulls out a spell tome.
Here, you're going to want to take this.
He pulls out a page. It's a scroll. It's a spell scroll. He hands it to you.
This will allow you to find an object that matches the identical potency of another object. Think of it like finding a matched pair of something, like a magic boot that you've lost one of.
I was going to say socks, but I guess that works too.
Same idea.
It would only work
yes.
once?
Yes, it will allow you to find one other object. In this case, the other shard.
But it could be one of the other shards, because there's lots of shards.
True, but it finds the closest one. So, if we cast this now, it more than likely will alert us to the location of the nearest shard, which would hopefully be Cheethes.
Unless he teleported.
Even so, we've scoured the desert since you found the first one, trying to find any other of these artifacts.
Is there a duration limit that we should be aware of?
Wait, what do you mean?
On the spell, I'm so sorry. If there's a time limit.
No, it will cease working once you find the other object.
I mean, once they're in proximity.
Yes.
Because, you wouldn't want to think it's still active and be searching.
Yes.
And it's not.
Wait, why don't you just use this?
Well, I'm about to cast it on you. I need you to hold the scroll, but I'm going to read it.
Wait, why do I have to hold the scroll? Is this gonna make me feel tingly?
Yes?
Ooh, I've been missing that feeling.
He begins chanting the words to cast the spell from the scroll. And as he does so, the scroll... Yumo Gueguai Faimi Zao. And so...
Yay!
So as he finishes casting the spell, the scroll dissipates completely, like it crumbles around you. A gold vaporous glow begins to surround you, and as it does so, it kind of just implodes upon you, and you see now a particle energy trail leading you off into the distance.
It should have worked. Do you see an energy trail?
Maybe.
Either that or Sylvie's pie has just kicked in.
My pies are pretty great.
Well, I suggest you rally the rest of Jax's claw and follow this trail to where it leads.
I mean, that's if everyone can voice themselves at the same time.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I
take with
guess
you
so.
anyone you can, anyone you need to help you along the way.
Okay, can we take you?
No, I have a city to run. What's wrong with you?
You said take anyone you can, and obviously you can use some magic.
Well,
So
yes,
why
but
don't
you
you just
can't
come?
take me.
You just said take anyone we needed.
No,
I'm
I
sorry,
said take
Grant.
anyone you can, and you can't take me. What? You have a question?
I'm sorry, Grandpapa. The pies are a double-edged sword. It giveth and taketh away from her.
Fernando, you are enunciating quite well.
Oh, I've found this lovely bespoke grapeless wine. It is very invigorating.
He kind of slowly turns to look at Sylvie.
Toddles.
And Sylvie just flares daggers at him, like, "Don't you mess this up!"
Toddles is like,
I've heard of that.
yeah.
I've heard of that, Fernando. Very, very proud of you. You should keep drinking that and become more and more mentally acute.
You know, I did think it was such a strange flavor at first, but it is starting to grow on me.
I hear the more you drink, the better you feel.
Ooh.
That
Perhaps
is
this will
generally
stop.
how it works.
Perhaps this will ease the constant pounding of drums in my head.
Perhaps it will. Well, off with you. You have shards to find.
Oh, yes, dire emergencies and such.
Yes.
So, you head back home. As you arrive home, what do you grab? What do you do? Who do you talk to? Etc.
Anyone functional, please.
I mean, I guess we just like get everybody. Are we?
Can we take our liaison?
I just need. I think it's the pie, so I just need a little recap. So
I think
Cheethes?
it's the pie.
it's the pie. Cheethes was in prison,
Yes.
and then Chicago boy, like the Italian mobster, switches spots with him. Cheethes goes and grabs the shard.
Italian
he knows
mobster boy
about.
is not anyone you've met before. It's just a rando.
That's just a voice he could do.
Okay.
It's a
But
voice
Cheethes
that I
goes,
could
"Take a
slowly
shard."
turn into that from Cheethes' voice because you rolled so poorly. You did not know immediately it was not Cheethes.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to Clegg to try to find Cheethes. But are we sure it's him and not somebody else? I don't know why. I guess I'm looking for like things. I'm looking for like shadows where there aren't any shadows. I'm just like,
Yeah. So you have been instructed to find the second shard. Cheethes, you suspect, has the shard because
Right.
all of the vault is gone. And Cheethes is the only other person with access to the vault.
So it's
why would he have cleared out the entire vault though? He didn't need all that stuff.
But if he was
you're
in
making an
jail and
escape,
trying to get an escape going,
like, you would need money to support running from the
I
kingdom.
guess so.
But this could also be a clever insurance scam of some sort from Grandpapa.
That's
So
what
it's
I'm
like-
like. Is it the king actually doing something squirrely?
Well, I mean, those are only two options, and for now, we just have to pursue option one. Just keep option two in the back of our minds. Maybe there's some sort of spell that'll,
hey, I do want to take a quick moment because Ray in chat is really trying to make sure he understands. Cheethes is spelled Cheethes. There is no V. Sylvie pronounces it with a V because she's Sylvie.
And Fernando wasn't there, so he wasn't there
it's
mentally.
Cheese, and one day he will meet Mac. a love story. Yeah. Love it. Anywho, back to the good part. So, in your pursuit, you need to try and find the shard, which you have been told Cheethes most likely has. Now, as you're looking around your home, trying to find your friends, it doth appear that there is no one around.
Doth it.
Oh, can we take Guard Captain Rennick with us?
Take the fox.
Can we take what's her face? Night Captain Zilla?
So, one thing at a time, you look around for Vexa and Midnight. They're nowhere near. Their stuff is still here. They are not.
They must have gone.
Roll a D100 for me, both of you.
I have been rolling super low all night.
Man,
We're
28
the
and
worst.
36. All right.
You have a perennial stoner and this hungover guy barely coming around.
So, how to describe this for our viewership? You know what? I know what to do. So,
It was the rapture.
you guys, just so you know, I'm going to talk and I'm going to mute you guys at the part that the audience will hear, but you won't. Yeah, those rolls were terrible.
Rude.
28 and 36.
Oh no.
All right, so you gather your belongings as you hastily get ready to leave.
Can we leave a note?
Yeah, go ahead. What does the note say?
Sylvie, do you want to help with this? Cheese has stolen the shard. We are in pursuit.
Off to follow Sparklies to find Magic Sparklies. Sparklies leading the way.
That won't confuse them at all.
So you write that down on the note and set it on the table. Right next to the note that is a ransom note for Vexa and Midnight, who have been abducted by other people, and they do not realize the note is right next to them. They just put their note down and keep on trucking. So you go ahead and leave your house, having procured all your belongings, leaving the note, not noticing the blood covering the ground. And you walk out, trying to go get the help of Guard Captain Rennick. Now, for everyone listening, I'm muted at specific points that they did not pick up on, so they can listen back later.
So I was just gonna try to say that if we can gauge a general direction of the magic trail, we would include
we would include that in the go northwest past the old sawdust factory.
So they write that down. The dust particle trail heads south, just exactly where the blood trail is that leads out of the house.
I don't like this.
So,
It's so annoying.
So everyone listening besides you guys have so much information that you guys don't right now.
This really feels like we're going to die. We're doing something really stupid or wrong.
It really changes the dynamic of what you're doing. It really does.
Oh, no.
So you guys leave to go find Guard Captain Rennick. You arrive at the barracks. You look around. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Seriously? Is everyone gone from this entire city?
Everyone's already in the real place.
So there are guards. There's other people.
63.
There you go. 63 and under one. That literally you just had to roll higher than 50. So you go to Guard Captain Rennick's quarters within the barracks complex. And as you do, you notice the blood covering the ground, the ransom note that's on his nightstand. All of his belongings are still there. but he is not. But parts of his flesh are.
Hmm.
Do you think we may have missed something earlier?
Was there any? Did you see any blood in the house?
I'm just gonna.
Read the note. Read the
I'm just gonna as little contact as I can to get to the note.
As you reach the note, you look at it, and it is addressed to Guard Captain Rennick from Cheethes. You will pay for what you have done. Your insubordination and lack of follow-through in my vision will ensure that your demise is swift and painful.
Wait.
So was he working with Cheethes and then switched sides?
What was the lack of follow-through?
Well, because remember, first, best friend came and told us that the king wanted us to do a thing, but it wasn't actually the king that told him, it was Cheethes.
And by best friend, you mean Rennick?
Yeah.
So that was Rennick doing Rennick's bad job.
It might have also been him trying to maybe...
God, I forgot Cheese was here. I forgot you were here, sorry.
I'm Toddles, how dare you!
Listen, I'm only 5 minutes sober.
That's fair. It could also be that maybe God Captain Rennick was bribed and had a change of heart because he liked you so much.
He is my best friend.
Not me.
No, but he's my best friend.
Has he reciprocated in any way?
I mean, I gave him a friendship bracelet that I'm sure he wears when he's off duty because it's not part of his uniform.
He does talk to Sylvie with like a fatherly affection.
What does that mean?
Oh, Fernando wouldn't know, but everyone else who has a dad does.
I don't follow. You mean he berates you?
Okay, is there any other clues in the room? There's bits of his flesh, and there's blood, and he's gone.
Why are there bits of it? I was gonna say the Batman, but he died.
Why would they leave a note saying they're gonna come get him, and then...
Well, the note might have been before.
Prior to, I guess so, yeah, you're right.
But then why not clean up the note? To be like...
Well, they didn't clean up anything.
Well, no.
How much bits? Like... Bits like he exploded, or bits like he was fighting somebody?
He was bitten?
Say again?
How much bits?
Are the little chunks, are the chunks indicative of it, like an exploding corpse, or like a bit cut off or bit off?
These are like parts that were cut off. Clearly he tried to defend himself, yeah.
So he could still be alive.
But you
we
would
have
think
to go rescue him.
If you send an assassin, wouldn't you take back the initial warning message so no one knows who did it?
Yeah, because he did sign his name.
Then again, he's on the run. Maybe that he just doesn't care.
What if it's your grandpapa and he put the note there to distract us?
Then we don't stand a chance. If the entire organization is corrupt, then we're going to die. Otherwise, we can do something. So let's go get the big lady, because that's the only other person we really know.
Okay. Guard Captain Zilla.
You travel...
Night Captain.
Yep. You travel to the main gate. As you do so, you find Night Captain Zilla kind of patrolling as she normally does. As you near her locale, you address her directly. She kind of waves to you in a knowing manner.
Godzilla! You won't believe what happened!
Well, if it isn't Jax's claw, what can I do for you?
Rennick is Is injured, maybe dead.
We have to find him. We think he's bleeding out somewhere.
Rennick?
Yeah.
Here's the note. Also, Shard's been stolen. We're supposed to go find it, but we ran into this.
We're hoping you could help us. Because you have one of the thards. Remember, you have one of the thards that the guy...
Lieutenant! She kind of turns to one of the other guards nearby.
You're in charge. I'm going with Jax's Claw to save Guard Captain Rennick.
Do I still have that shard? We've come across 3 shards. There was the one already in the vault, the one that I hid, and then the one that
there's one in the vault, there's one that you hid, and then there's one that Monstrous X made away with.
Did they take it? Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
We weren't doing a good job. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh no, you didn't. I can't. You gave them a scroll so they could find a second one to replace the one you took, which is number 2 for you guys.
Remember Zilla? I thought Zilla, she was posting wanted posters, and that one guy shows up and he's like, I have a shard, and was like, hey, pay me. And then Zilla gave that one to me, maybe, or maybe she still has it.
Yeah, so the first one is the one that ended up in the vault. That one is the second one. That's the one you hid behind that tapestry that you have now. And then the third one is the one that Monstrous X had with them when they arrived here.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Regardless, you gotta go find this shard. So, Knight Captain Zilla is now with you as you travel into the desert.
Yay.
So, you travel to the nearest outpost, the Desert Oasis. You've been here before. Upon arriving, you remember that you have met someone named Norhan here before, when you were dealing with your good friend Syrinx.
You know, with this grapeless wine, this desert seems a little less intolerable.
I think it's because you're more hydrated.
Resilient.
Yeah, that.
To be fair, I feel like you have been the most tolerable I've ever seen you, Fernando.
It's a very low bar, I'm sure.
All right, which way does the sparkles take us?
So the sparkles lead you much further to the south. However, you make your way over to this shop right here to just check in with Norhan. Your guess is that you should probably reach out to him. Check in on... You guys need help opening the door?
It's not opening. Oh, there it goes.
There you go.
No, there it goes. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, it's the Rhett McLaughlin model.
Welcome to the shop.
Have you seen an old... Did Toddle's fault come in too?
Yes, I'm here, I guess.
Have you seen an elderly man like this one, possibly holding a magical object and cackling evilly?
I feel like I would remember that, but no.
Anyone come in with trying to sell suspicious goods that look like they belong to Roy?
Or possibly bloodstained?
I mean, most of the stuff that I get from my supplier Syrinx is that way, but no, not anyone besides the regulars that I see.
So no jailbirds.
No.
So no sign of Cheethes then.
Wait, what was that name?
I believe it was either Cheethes or Cheethes. I'm not entirely certain on the pronunciation.
It sounds like it might be a CHEETHES type of scenario, but yeah, there was a guy in here recently actually saying something about getting something for Master Cheethes.
Oh,
What was he trying to get?
Talk again.
Well, he bought several explosives, a lot of rations, some supplies. He asked about a horse and a wagon. He made it seem like he was trying to get to Clegg.
Did he have like an accent that kind of sounded like he might be part of a mob?
No.
Have you ever been to New York City? I'm sorry.
I like to imagine now, like, we've never played in any of these arcs where we go to Aluin. Let's go ahead and say Aluin is a bunch of New York Norethel. Hey, I'm walking here! Listen to the patriarch! He knows what's good for you!
We got the best pizza in it.
It's the best pizza this side of Athos.
It's our water that makes our bagels so good.
Yeah.
Dirty city
It
water.
seemed like he was going to Clegg.
Which way is Clegg?
I think everybody's going to Clegg.
Well, if you travel to the south, the Maw is where you would need to go.
The ball?
I look down for this
Maw.
for the magical quest marker path and be like, that way?
Yeah.
Whichever way it's pointing.
Yep.
It looks like we're on the right track.
You'll know when you get there. It's basically a big hole in the ground. It used to be, it was the site of a large sinkhole. And then, over time, it gave way to the cavern system that Clegg was built into.
So
it's an underground city?
The Maw is
Someone's-
not. It's the entrance to the underground city.
So
We're gonna
you
need some
sold
candles or torches or something.
explosives to a gentleman that's heading to a place that sounds pretty prone to explosives.
You'd be surprised at how little it matters whether or not explosives detonate within the confines of Clegg.
Would I?
Can we get some torches, maybe?
Yeah, here. You do business with us, so you can just take them. They're on the house.
Thanks.
Get supplied up, I assume. Now, maybe, it's a long shot. Maybe we'll get lucky. They'll confuse their explosives for their rations and kill themselves. But I don't think we'll be so fortunate.
So the Maw of Clegg looks like that. It's basically a giant cavern with several outposts and military structures that act as a kind of defensive battlement for anyone trying to invade the city of Clegg. As such, and because it's underground, it is exceptionally tough to take Clegg by force.
What's in Clegg of importance?
Well, as Chat would say, you can throw your cares away, troubles get left in Clegg, watch the Dargoth play.
Down in Clegg Rock.
Yep. Norhan kind of sits back in his chair. Well,
Clegg is like a lawless city.
the only governance is that of Lord Eligor Rodna, and he runs it with a very tight grip. Most things are legal there, so it was as far as it goes to support Eligor Rodna's vision he has for Clegg.
How is it both lawless and tightly run?
Tightly run in regards to Rodna's vision.
What's his vision? What's he trying to do?
But I
What's
mean,
he
if
like?
he's-
What kind of... Does he have a
If he's
girlfriend?
running it tightly,
I
then
don't
he
think
would
he has a
have his
girlfriend,
own. Whatever his preferences are, it would be his rules, so that technically would have some sort of
Let's
law
put it
system.
this way. He's really into torture and torture accessories. He enforces his will by pain of death, but really doesn't care what people do so far as they follow his orders.
He's into BDSM.
I've never heard of that.
It's a weird word. Bosom. Anywho, head to the south. You'll find the maw. Just don't make it look like you're trying to take the city by storm. They'll let you through.
Oh, I don't think we're trying to take the city by storm, so that should be my problem.
Yeah, as long as you look like you're not trying to, cause trouble, they really don't care.
I was just going to say, turning to Zilla, is there a way to make you look less threatening?
Yes, might I have a cloak? Maybe like muted colors, potentially. Yeah, here.
If we make toddles walk out front, no one will think we're a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deceptively frail.
Yes, deceptively.
You remember the moment where he just beefcaked himself and took on the giant magistrate Ulsec.
Okay.
After you gather the belongings you need to make yourself a little bit more inconspicuous, you head to the south towards Clegg. Is there anything you talk about on your journey? It's about a 6-day journey from this point to Clegg.
Well, I would suspect that if the evidence here is pointing more to the cheese man, then it's probably not grandfather unless somehow they're in cahoots, but that seems overly complicated. But how is he getting... Well, I would say how is he getting messages out of prison to do a swap, but Rinnick was on the take to some degree. So...
I guess so.
I guess that rules that possibility out.
Unless your grandpapa is paying Cheethes to do things so that his hands don't get dirty.
I don't know. It sounds like these people are very loyal to Cheese. I can't imagine inspiring such loyalty in someone if you're just middle management.
Well, either way, whoever has the mirror rules the world, right? So... we just...
Toddles, he was your rival, was he not?
Yes.
What did he actually do?
I mean, he ran the city whenever King Argus Dolion was doing other things. He had authority to act without him.
So, then it more than likely he wanted the real thing. He wanted the full
It
authority.
certainly stands to reason.
Then how was he your rival when all you did was babysit me?
Well, we grew up together. We went to school with one another. He just happened to bend the right ears.
What does this do?
It makes people listen to you.
Oh, I should try that.
Is there anything else you talk about on your way to Clegg?
So Zilla, how close were you to, Rinnick?
He was a great employee. But that's all. If he was captured, his wife and children will certainly be worried. It is my due diligence as his leader to make sure that he returns safely to them.
What about the whole negligent of duty thing?
Was Rinnick acting strangely at all? Like, was he being blackmailed or anything like that?
Not to my awareness. He did everything by the book. He made sure everyone and everything was followed through quite well.
But well enough that he was able to send us on phony assignments.
What are you talking about?
Do you not tell them the thing that you told me?
Well, one time he came to us and told us that we were supposed to go take care of a guy, and that it was the king that wanted us to do it, but turned out it wasn't the king, it was Cheethes who told him
I remember that debrief. Yes, I was also informed of the same thing. I actually gave Rennick the go-ahead.
Well?
So Rennick
We thought
told
it
you
was
this?
coming from the king.
Well, did
Just because Cheethes
who
works
told
for
the
the
two?
king?
Did Rennick tell you this, or did someone else tell the two of you?
Cheethes had the authority to act as though he was King Argus Dolion if he wasn't available.
So
Okay,
Cheethes
so he
told
was
him
basically
to tell
regent.
you,
Yes.
tell him to tell us to do a thing for Cheese.
I was aware of the mission to terminate Magistrate Ulsec.
So then itself was not a double cross if everyone knew. If everyone knew it came from him, then why would that land him in prison? Okay, I'm going back to... Is Grandpa Paula the bad guy? What is happening?
What?
Well, only two people knew the shard, about the shard in the vault. Grandpa and Cheese. Well, the only two of them that had the ability to access it. So one of them is a naughty boy.
Considering Cheethes fled prison and was thrown in prison in the first place, it does stand to reason that he's probably the guilty party.
But if he was thrown in prison for telling us to do the thing that everyone knew he was told to, that he told us to do, it's not a double cross. Then it's just straightforward.
Well,
No, he was
from the debrief I read, King Argus Dolion didn't know that was instructed. He acted upon his own will, Cheethes' will, not in accordance with the king.
Yeah, but you were just saying, Totals was just saying that his job was to do stuff if the king's not around. Why wouldn't that not fall in his purview?
Because the king was around.
Okay, so it's more of a he exerted authority in the wrong timing.
Yes. Instead of operating the way he did and just giving commands, he should have alerted the king, seeing as how he was in the palace.
So it was the saying the king said to do it when he didn't that is the issue.
Yes.
So then we're back to him being the bad guy.
All the briefings I read indicate that.
Then how did Rennick double cross someone if that was all straightforward then?
Well, if I know Rennick, and I like to imagine I do, I've worked with him for many years now. Rennick has a really good sense of what is right and wrong. If he was asked to do something he felt was inherently wrong, he would absolutely not do it. He would stand against those who wanted it done.
Maybe he was supposed to kill us, and he said no.
Quite possibly.
Or was he supposed to facilitate the jailbreak? And that's why he wanted us. That's why he told us to go interrogate Cheese, because we would be there to stop it. But he couldn't outright say, "I know there's this thing happening."
Well, you turned him into a bat, so
No, that was the other person.
He wasn't even there when we got there.
Yeah, no, they'd already done the switch, which means he must have some... If Rennick was in fact innocent, that means someone else is on the take in the castle.
And that is where we're going to end it tonight.
The two of us are just Charlie Day in front
My
of...
brain is like mud.
Pepe
I'm just
Sylvia,
like-
this thing. We'll get it somehow.
Pepe Sylvia, Cheese!
Thank you, everyone, for watching, for participating. Thank you guys for a very deep episode, really exploring characters and motives and all those things. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow, share, all those things, and we will see you guys next week for more Shattered Dungeons. See you then. Bye.
Bye.